What is going on, 12? Sorry about the late date. Been really busy this week with homework and school and such. But now that I have a free moment, let's talk about that Seahawks-Cowboys game. So to me, story of the game was defense. Defense was for both teams very, very strong. You had that blocked kick. That was a very big change in the game. Offensive line looked a lot better. Didn't get as many sacks. Definitely looked a lot stronger up front. Russell Wilson had a great day. 210 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown. Had 1 pick and 32 rushing yards. So a pretty solid day for him. Marshawn Lynch as well had 71 rushing yards, 11 receiving yards. And Luke Wilson, the only touchdown of the game, had 41 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. So pretty good day for Seattle, if you think of it. Got to get that high-impact offense going more. Got to get Baldwin, Curse, even Tyler Lockett involved a little bit more. Give one thing to Dallas, though. They have a very impressive defensive front. Greg Hardy, even all the stuff that's been surrounding him for the past little while. He made a great pass deflection and caught it in for a pick. Give that guy some respect. He's had a rough time in Dallas, but he does have a lot of talent, and he's definitely a key asset to that Dallas defense. Speaking on our defense, though, Dez Bryant and Richard Sherman. Sherman had him on lock the whole game. Dez didn't have anything going for him. I think he had 1 reception for, I think it was maybe 10 yards or something like that. And Sherman just had him all game. If he did a button hook, he would come back. Sherman dove in with his hand, knocked it away, and people have been saying that he's been pretty quiet this year, but that game goes to show why he's one of the best defensive corners in the league. Argue top 3. We got Patrick Peterson, Darrelle Revis, and him. So, real great game by Richard Sherman. One thing I really didn't like about that game was the commentating, and I know it's kind of you're not supposed to have a Dallas veteran calling a Dallas Cowboys game. It's the epitome of biasness. Dez Bryant makes that 1 reception. It wasn't even a big reception. It was for like I said, 10 or 15 yards, and he's strutting back to the huddle, and then the commentators are like, "Oh yeah, that'll boost his confidence." And Troy Aikman should not be calling Dallas Cowboy games. But that's my opinion. There's a whole bunch of other 12s who are saying the exact same thing as me, and they've started a petition for it. I personally don't think that anybody who's played for a team should be calling their games. But that's my own opinion. So, this week, week 9, we're on a bye week. What do I expect from them this week? I expect them to somehow get this offensive line to work together a little bit more. They played great last week, but you can't hold that as your threshold. You got to keep getting better. Got to get the receivers involved more. Marshawn had a pretty tough week against the Cowboys, but I think he's going to break out next week. Pick him up on your fantasy team if you got him. And Russell Wilson, great as always, but I'm not sure how much longer he's going to be able to scramble out of the pocket and get those rushing yards until he takes a really big hit. He's been hit a lot this season, whether in the pocket and out of it, and we're just lucky he hasn't had an injury yet. So that's it for this week. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you really liked this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. And I will see you guys in week 10. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Bye.